Hi, this is Roger Dudia,
and Vashi.
and we're going to be teaching you about Chapter 4-1, Graphing Relationships. Alright, so our first problem, where's it? Here we go. Our first problem is, the air temperature was constant for several hours at the beginning of the day and then rose steadily for several hours. It stayed the same temperature for most of the day before dropping sharply at sundown. So we want to make that graph. So, alright. So our first clue is constant for several hours. So the constant part tells us that it's going to be horizontal or straight for an amount of time. So let's see, straight line, okay, and then it rose steadily for several hours, and so it rose steadily for several hours. That's not steadily. Let's erase that. That's steeply. It rose steadily for several hours. Alright, not the best steadily drawer, but still. And it stayed the same temperature for most of the day. So we have another same horizontal line for a bit before dropping sharply at sundown, where it just falls to the ground. So that's what our problem describes. It was constant for several hours over here, and then it rose steadily for several hours, stayed the same for most of the day before dropping sharply at sundown.
This is Vashi. So Raja Julia just showed you continuous graphs. Now I will show you discrete graphs, which are kind of like scatter plots. So here's our first problem. So Bill is selling coupon books to raise money for his school. He is selling them for $1 each. He has 6 books to sell. So now we have to turn that into a graph. So we have to make a graph. So there's our graph. And so since he is selling them for $1 each, they go up in $1 increments. So, and he only has 6 books to sell, so these are the amount of books he has, which is the x-axis, and this is the amount he earns, which is the y-axis. So for one book he earns $1, so there would be a point right here. And for the second book he earns $2, so there's another point right here. And then for 3 books he gets $3, and just steadily increases like that. Like here's another dot for 4 books, 5 books, and 6 books. So the amount earned increases by $1 for each book that he sells. We showed that. Like it went up by $1 each time he sold a book. And since Bill can't sell half books, there are 12 distinct points on the graph. So well, actually, there are only 6 distinct points on the graph. So there's 6 points on the graph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then that just means that the graph is discrete. And that's a discrete graph right there.
Hi, this is Raj Judia, and I'm going to come back to teaching you about writing situations for graphs. Alright? And I've got this graph that I made right here. And so I'm going to have this graph be about Justin Bieber's popularity. Okay? So the horizontal line we have first at the bottom describes Justin Bieber not being so popular. So at first, Justin Bieber, here, let's just write Justin. Justin was not popular. And then his popularity steadily increases after he introduces his new hit, Baby. He introduces new hit, Baby. And then his popularity even more steeply increases because, so on the graph it shows that his popularity gets even steeply increased. And so at this point we can say that Bieber was praised for his talent at music by the president, right? And so that led him to get even more increasingly popular. And then he slowly caps off to a like a horizontal, no change, just keep on, it just keeps on going, and there's no change, up or down. And so we're going to say that since his popularity hit an increase, stopped hitting increases, and just kept on going, we're going to say Rihanna introduced her hit single, and all attention and all excess attention went to her. So that describes how the previous fans of Bieber still liked Bieber, but no one else did. They started liking Rihanna. Thank you for listening to our lesson.
Have a nice day.
Bye.